Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. We exist within the mercy of Allah. If Allah was to judge us based on our amal and on our actions, we are in difficulty. We are asking to enter and move into the Divinely Presence of Allah and His most beloved in creation Sayyidina Muhammad through the oceans of rahmah and mercy, through the oceans of muhabbat. That Allah not to judge love but to bless love, and the muhabbat to grow and to be nourished with the lights and the waters of zikrullah, the praisings upon Prophet that we're coming through those oceans. And awliyaullah come into our lives and teach us have the best of manners, have the best of character. And when you're not exhibiting good characteristic, you have a fire within yourself of anger. The fire of anger is a source of every bad characteristic. If you envision it like a pilot light, that anger and ghadab is like a little flame. If you put jealousy upon it, it explodes. If you put pride upon it, it explodes. If you put any bad characteristic like an oil that hits the fire and make the person to be burning with bad characteristic. And all our life and all our practices are to bring the anger down. And when people come against pious people come against any type of people, they are exhibiting the worst of characteristics. They come against them in their face, or they come against them behind their back, or they come by spreading rumours and falsehood. That they go around and saying that this person, if he's popular he's not really connected with the shaykh. That if this person like this he's not like that. Means every type of characteristic, the bad characteristics of people they exhibit. Good people, pious people never talk about other people. Good people, pious people try their best never to enter into the oceans of judgment to judge, because this is the biggest shirk of Allah. And Allah only the one to judge. Allah the only one who knows what He has deposited upon the heart. Every little shirker is in the business of trying to judge, and they want to set a chair next to Allah and judge Allah's creation. It's all the signs of bad characteristics. Pious people come into our life and they say, rid yourself of these bad characters. The judge not, because you will be judged. How you judged and how you talked and how you came against people, spread rumours about people, Allah will hold you accountable to that degree. And years may go and you think that nothing happened, but Allah is the best of those to keep hisab. That as you're judging your heart is becoming darkened, your heart becoming filled with bad characteristics and pride and anger. Because when you're judging it's coming from the oceans of pride. And they get together and sit and they say, oh this one is like that. How many times we saw them with Mawlana Shaykh Hisham, how many times they spread rumours. Why? Because he was the busiest, he was the one going all over the world spreading knowledges. And those that can't do anything and their hearts are not open because Allah didn't grant them sincerity, they can do nothing but sit and say bad things. And they would sit with people and say, oh no, he's not like this, he's not like that. Who you know what who's like? How do you know what any shaykh is like or any other human being? What is their nearness to Allah and how much Prophet may love someone and nobody know. And as soon as you open your mouth, shaitan wanting for us to burn ourselves, burn yourself, say something and you earn the anger of Allah, you earn the dissatisfaction of Sayyidina Muhammad.
Welcome to Century 21 AAA Realty. We specialize in commercial and residential properties, including all your financing needs. We are a one-stop shop under one roof.
Owning a home is a keystone of wealth, both financial and emotional. Don't wait for opportunity, create it.
Come meet our award-winning realtors with over 40 years of experience. Call Century 21 AAA Realty.
Knowledge, quality, integrity. STAR cares about your best interest and have a wealth of experience to match. We've been in the business 30 years and are here to lead you every step of the way. Whether it's building the custom home of your dreams, doing gorgeous home renovations, building a laneway home, or revamping your commercial space. The STAR process works. Just ask our hundreds of satisfied customers.
We have several properties, and the best thing about Star for Life Services is that the work is done in a very timely manner and we're always very pleased with the result.
STAR, let's make your dreams happen. Call us now to book your free consultation.
Whatever test comes in your life, if you want the high darajat, choose the best of character. The turuqs come and they keep testing. Whatever test they send into your life, even they mock somebody in front of you, if you open your mouth to say something bad against that person, they're judging and looking at you. They want to see what type of character that you have. Everybody has inherent sickness within themselves. We said that many times in the stories of Sayyidina Maryam. They were jealous of Sayyidina Maryam, so they were waiting to find a fitna so they could all say, oh, we knew something was wrong with you. They didn't see the miracles from her, they didn't see food in her niche that Allah's supporting and providing for her. And that a Prophet Sayyidina Zakaria didn't get his dua accepted until he entered the niche of a female who's not a Prophet of Allah but awliyaullah. They didn't see all of that and yet they were waiting for a fitna and then to begin to attack, because this is the sickness that people would have within their heart. And awliyaullah want to come and test, pious people want to test. They want to see something and see what lies dormant within your heart. Will you take it and bite and begin to say every garbage from your mouth? And Allah warns, if you think bad came from the mouth, imagine what's in the heart is even worse. Become isharat for them that that heart is sick, very sick, and that's why nothing will open for that heart. So our way is based on imtihan and based on cleaning. based on the best of character. That every action that you take you make hisab and think that would Sayyidina Muhammad do that? Most definitely no, then don't do it. Would Prophet talk like that? If not, don't do it, don't say it, don't take that action if Prophet wouldn't take that action, and you live your life like that. Every word that comes from the mouth you are accountable for, every action that you take you're accountable for. Not only are you accountable but it's going to cause a darkness into the heart. For those who are trying to reach to Allah's satisfaction, those who are not reaching, no problem. They have 10 more miles of darkness upon their heart, they don't care. But those who are sitting and listening, they are trying to achieve something. Means they are the people of asking forgiveness and maghfirah. They're asking for Allah, Ilahi anta maqsoodi wa ridat matloob. They're begging your forgiveness and that you grant me your rida and satisfaction. So then they come and begin to teach. They purify and always choose what's the perfected character. And one big awliyaullah gave an example that there was a shaykh and he had a jama'ah, big jama'ah, and he had children, and one of the children was very mischievous, doing many things that the shaykh wouldn't accept as acceptable. And the jama'ah knew that wouldn't accept that as an acceptable character. And that shaykh, when he was older and passing away, he brought all the big khalifas and says that, "Oh the khalifas come to me. This boy of mine, when I pass away, if he ever comes to your door, have nothing to do with it." And the shaykh passed, over time he passed away. And these were the words that they heard. And those who come to tariqah, they know that everything is testing, everything is testing. Whatever you hear is a testing, whatever you think is a testing. And eventually they all set up their programs, and this boy became very desolate, in tremendous difficulty. And he would go from door and go to somewhere and says, "Do you remember my father?" They look, they remember what the father said, they curse and shut the door. These are the big murids. And he went from place to place in difficulty.
Naz Window Blinds offers high-quality custom window coverings for both residential and commercial projects. We offer a stunning range of colors and design options. We also provide an on-site measurement and style consultation so that you can be sure you're getting the very best option for your windows. Let us enrich the look, feel, and value of your space with custom window coverings. Call Naz Blinds today.
Almost 150,000 Canadians a year will use a homeless shelter. These people need food, clothing, and access to basic hygiene. Fatima Zahra Helping Hand is a non-profit organization with the goal of helping the underprivileged in Canada. Along with our active support for recent immigrants and refugees, one of our ongoing initiatives is to feed and clothe the homeless. For more than a decade, we have provided hundreds of thousands of hot meals to some of the most vulnerable and needy. We continue these efforts with several monthly initiatives. For more information or to donate, please visit our website, nurmuhammad.com.
This boy became in tremendous difficulty until he came into an area, a village, and perchance he knocked on the door, and one of the special representatives of the shaykh opened the door. Immediately when he saw him, he grabbed him. So, "Where have you been? I've been waiting for you. I've been asking everybody, where are you? That when your father passed away, I couldn't imagine you in difficulty. How much your father saved me, how much your father took care of me, how much your father raised me into manhood, presented me to Sayyidina Muhammad. Come into my house." Immediately he clothed him, he dressed him, he gave him everything to eat, he gave him food. Says, "Is there any money? You stay with me, I'm your host, as your father hosted me all his life." And he fed him and he put him to sleep. As soon as he went for his salah, the shaykh went for his salah, Ruhaniyat of Sayyidina Muhammad appeared. As soon as Ruhaniyat of Sayyidina Muhammad in his khash appears, because his eyes are shut and he's making his tafakkur, immediately the Ruhaniyat of his shaykh appears and said, "Today Prophet is so happy with you, so happy with you." He said, "Why is Prophet happy with me?" "Because I said something to see what was in the heart of my students, and what was in their heart was not something I was happy with. And your heart was true, and your heart was clean, and your heart was filled with love. That you understood my real will, you understood that everything I've done for you, you now do for him, you take care of him as I took care of you, and you raise him as a man and bring him into the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad. That you showed the best of character, that always you move towards goodness and towards what Prophet brought. There is no shaykh that can come and tell you to do something bad. If you think you're hearing that, he's still testing you. He's testing you to see if there's badness in you and you want to do something bad, so that your shaitan can come out and that you can identify it and see it. And that one whose shaitan is very diminished and his proximity to Prophet very close, they inspired within his heart always good character. And that he said, no matter what anyone says, anytime Allah sends somebody, I'm a servant to that person. I clean them, wash them, feed them, not for me to judge anyone. Allah is the best of judge, and especially the one whom I ate from his hand all my life. I am dust under his feet and his children's feet. At that time Prophet dressed him with dressings that can't be imagined and blessings that can't be imagined. But now we live in a world where they think they hear something and that is an excuse for them to exhibit the worst of character, backbiting of character, regardless you're family or not family. If you're family, even worse, they begin to attack you and sit in groups and make all sorts of words against. But they're not understanding and nothing opening, and those are the people whose hearts are always in difficulty. They're always in hardship because Allah not happy with them, Prophet not happy with them. All of the characteristics that they exhibit are not the way of Prophet. What Prophet wants to hear is that if we tell you to do something with a bad character, even you think there's a permission, never step into that fire, never step into that character. Even they call you a dog, don't answer back. There must be a wisdom why they calling you a dog. It's highest level of character, highest level of respect, and that I'm certainly Prophet waiting for my good character in this test. how am I going to exhibit my good character so that Prophet to be happy with me. We pray that in these holy nights and holy months that we understand you always choose a higher path, a path always towards righteousness, towards goodness, to the best of character. No matter what you think you're hearing, it must be a test to see if you're going to exhibit badness and always choose sweetness and goodness. That you view everybody as somebody beloved by Sayyidina Muhammad, especially if they may be very beloved of Sayyidina Muhammad. That way you can reach towards your rewards inshaAllah. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifoon wa salaamun alal mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wa hurmati Muhammad al-Mustafa wa basiri Surat al-Fatiha.
محمد يا حبيبي سيدي يا سيدي محمد يا حبيبي سيدي يا سيدي محمد يا حبيبي أنا طالب بركة جنابه من آثار وأحبابه طالب بركة جنابه من آثار وأحبابه يشهد لي فعل أصحابه يشهد لي فعل أصحابه التمسوا بركة من نبينا سيدي يا سيدي محمد يا حبيبي سيدي يا سيدي محمد يا حبيبي حبك بقلبي راسي شرفي وعزي ونبراسي حبك بقلبي راسي شرفي وعزي ونبراسي رافع نعلك على راسي رافع نعلك على راسي والله فيه تباهينا يا سيدي محمد يا حبيبي سيدي يا سيدي محمد يا حبيبي وبحجرك يا أبا الزهرة فقهاء وسادة وبررة وبحجرك يا أبا الزهرة فقهاء وسادة وبررة حدكهم طه بتمرة حدكهم طه بتمرة هم خير العارفين سيدي يا حبيبي محمد يا حبيبي سيدي يا سيدي